The practice of prostration practice, seen as a set of Qigong exercises, seen as Qigong in motion, Donggong. It's a wonderful tool for establishing stillness and so giving ground to meditation. It has been used since thousands of years. It has been used throughout cultures, throughout different religions and beliefs. Prostration is a very ancient practice, and as I said, it has been done around the globe through the times, knowingly, consciously, unknowingly, unconsciously. It seems to be something that is within the human realm and which is within the human being, why it plays a crucial role in our school and our practice, because it is embedded, I would say, in the human being, in the being human. The practice of prostrations can connect us with our being. So to be connected to our being, that's already, you can say, cultivation of stillness. Because when you become still, and that's what it means, you just are. You be. So as through our practice of Qigong and Qigong in motion, we want to establish stillness. It's good to practice something that is connected to our deepest existence, that is connected to our being. Because to be, being, means stillness, means to be still. To be means to be still. Being still means to be. You just be. You not do anything. Which is, let's say, the outer form per se of meditation, is that there is no motion, that you don't do anything. That's the big mistake that always is done. People sit still. But sitting still is the outer form of meditation. Sitting still is not meditation. So, but we can see the outer form of any kind of meditation is stillness. You don't move. There is no motion. So we have again the relation of stillness and stillness practice and states of meditation. And if it comes to meditation, if it comes to stillness, these are also states of being. You just are. And prostrations practice, the practice of prostrations, seemingly being embedded in our human nature, in our human being, in our heart. So we're already on the ground of being, on the ground of stillness. So that's the deeper and broader meaning of prostrations practice in the setting of Qigong, stillness practice, and meditation. The more mundane, the more physiological explanation, we could just simply see that within the prostration practice, we work out the yin and the yang energies, we work out the yin and the yang polarities. We, on one hand, try to even charge up the dynamics of yin and yang so that power is generated, Power in a way of stillness work and meditation equaling strength. There has to be strength needed. There, in stillness work and meditation, the strength is much more seen as stamina, so that you can stay and hold on. That needs strength, so we charge up the system within the practice of prostrations. The other thing that is established within prostrations practice is we open up the whole system, which is again needed to invite the energy and energies within the stillness practice, and furthermore in the meditation, to invite states of meditation. You have to be open to invite states of consciousness, of conscious being in meditation. You have to open up for it. So the whole system has to be opened. That's done within the prostrations in the best way we can do. You want to establish a harmonious and strong, we talked about strength, so let's keep it to harmonious, a harmonious flow of energy within the body, which again is the ground for stillness work and then furthermore for meditation. The energy has to run powerful but smoothly through your whole system. So prostrations will allow that, the practice of prostrations. And also in the direction I mentioned already, to open up the whole system. In the practice of prostrations, we literally and very strongly connect to the energy of the earth as we put ourselves down to the ground. And at the same way, we connect to the energy of the heavens as we raise up and stretch out towards the heavens. And then furthermore, we engage in connecting the energies of the heaven towards the earth and the energy of the earth towards the heavens. So there is an exchange and an interchange and a constant flow that goes from the earth to the heavens, from the heavens to the earth. And you embody that in your prostration practice. You go down, you go up, you go down, you go up, you go down, you go up. So already by this, it's very obvious that everything is done within that, everything I talked about. So you have the earth, you have the heavens, you have the heavens, you have the earth, you have the flow between this both, you have the pumping, you have the stamina if you want to do the prostrations for half an hour, 40 minutes, 1 hour, to build up the system, to have the best base and the best circumstances, conditions for the stillness practice, and with that then for the meditation. Yeah, I just want to say by whatever I said, these are wonderful practices. In any perspective, first, they're really doable. Everybody can do it. So it is very difficult to sit on the cushion and be still for an hour or something. I know that. I tried that. I couldn't do things like that in the beginning. I thought, like, of course it has to be difficult because otherwise it would be easy. And it's meditation. So it should be very, very difficult. I don't know if it should be difficult. Anyway, it seems difficult enough, so why not make it more easy? So yeah, we make it more easy. We stuff like 10 cushions around, and we put ourselves into a blanket. I've seen that. I have done that. And that just puts you to sleep. So, but when I learned the whole thing, the whole set, oh, I do prostrations before. And let's say before is also, you can say, in our sessions as we did it. So we do whatever. You can do 40 minutes of prostrations, and then you do 20 minutes of sitting. You can do 20 minutes of prostrations and 40 minutes of sitting, depending where you want to go and what you want to do. But also you do the prostrations before. You can say like, I do 2 years of prostrations, and then I start the stillness practice. And then I start to search for states of meditation. So the prostration practice is before. And when I discovered that, and when I exposed to that method, and then I saw like, oh, when I do my 40 minutes of prostrations, I have no problem to add another 40 minutes of stillness practice. When I do my 6 months of prostrations practice, I have no problem to sit on the floor, which was a big problem, which is a big problem for most of the people. The problem of meditation is not the state of mind in the beginning. It is also, but you never reach there because the rough energy is not worked out. So the problem is the back, the knees, the hip, is the sitting. But then we don't talk about meditation. We not even talk about stillness practice because it will not be still because your hip, your back, your knees are bothering you so much. So that's the physical. So work out the physical. And the prostrations are wonderful for that. So you do the prostrations practice, and I then figure out, oh, now I can do the sitting. And the sitting is not any longer about I can't sit. Now the sitting becomes what it is for. Now I can start to cultivate stillness in sitting. And the pumps are powerfully running. The fluids and the blood and the chi is flushed through the system. And that will help your stillness practices. And then when your stillness practices enhance and they become worthful and there are results, then you come closer to meditation and meditation states. So that's what I want to say. This is wonderful. And this is but the practice of prostrations already, you can just do the prostrations. It will naturally bring you to states of stillness at least. So we also did it in that way, that we do the prostrations, and then on a certain point, as you're sitting on the ground already, you just want to stay there. It's so good. It's so good. Or even as you're kind of lying on the ground in the prostration posture. So stillness comes naturally to you. And I think this is a very important part of the whole work, that the whole process is as natural as possible. Because if it's not natural, then you have to want it. You have to do something. And that is what I have seen a lot, and at least it didn't appeal to me, that I do it, I want it, I force it, I push it. But that's different, and even there is something different coming if you want it and if you push it and if you force it, than when you just wait and it arrives. Actually, that's the state of stillness, that you just wait. You not do anything because it wouldn't be stillness. You wait for it to arrive. But it makes no sense to wait if you didn't plow the field. So if you didn't put the seed into the earth, you didn't plow the field and put the seed in, you could wait forever probably. So that's where the prostrations come in. And then when you bring the prostrations practice to really high levels, and that's what I said, it's all already there. The stillness practice is within the prostration practice. The meditation is within the prostration practice, because the prostrations should be done from the bottom of your heart. They shouldn't be done by your physical. But of course, in the beginning and for the beginner, it's the physical, because the knees are the problem, the back are the problem, the shoulders are the problem, everything is a problem in the physical.